Hello everyone, welcome to Jaydev Academy. My name is Kranti Kumar. Today we are going to discuss very easy and the fun topic is physics. I know everybody is shocked. Some people are definitely they feared because the physics is very difficult subject. But when you learn the physics in easy way and when you learn the physics in the conceptual way or daily examples, you will not feel physics is a difficult subject. So before I am starting the physics subject, I wanted to give the definition about the physics. అసలు ఫిజిక్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? నేను చాలా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ లో గూగుల్ రీసెర్చ్ ఇన్ గూగుల్ అండ్ ఆస్క్ మై ప్రొఫెసర్స్ ఆల్సో అండ్ దే సెడ్ దట్ అండ్ వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్పారంటే ఫిజిక్స్ అంటే ఈ డెఫినేషన్ అని చెప్పారు. సో ఫిజిక్స్ ఈజ్ ద న్యాచురల్ సైన్స్ అండ్ విచ్ స్టడీస్ మేటర్ అండ్ ఫండమెంటల్ కాన్స్టిట్యూయెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ మోషన్ అండ్ బిహేవియర్ త్రూ స్పేస్ అండ్ టైం. నాకు తెలిసి చాలా మందికి ఏం అర్థం అయ్యి ఉండదు, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఏం చెప్తున్నారు సార్ అనేసి కూడా మీరు అనుకొని ఉంటారు. బట్ if you really study the physics like textbook definitions, if you wanted to study the physics by heart the formulas, if you want to study by heart the equations, you definitely never understand physics and you always fear about the physics. So that's why here we are not going to teach a physics of textbook definitions. We are going to teach a physics in conceptual way. So concepts of physics. Sir, what is the difference between a physics and concepts of physics? So you saw the textbook definition is a physics, but according to me or according to this Jaydev Academy, so we are going to give the concepts of physics definition as study of surroundings. Yes, if you study your surroundings, then you definitely learn about the physics. Some people are sit and they are watching a flight, and some people are there sitting there watching the bike is riding. Some people are riding the bike on the road. And some people are traveling ship on the sea or in river. So you observe here all the objects or vehicles, they are in motion. If you wanted to study the motion of the objects, so you are going to study the mechanics. And some people are wanted to bath in winter time, so they need to take a vessel and they have to put the water in the vessel and they need to give the heat. And if you enthusiastic person wanted to know how much heat I've given to boil the water, if you wanted to know or if you wanted to study the concept of the heat, so you are going to study the thermodynamics, which is also chapter, which is also subpart of the physics. And some people are more enthusiastic and they observe the water is jiggling. So what is the meaning of water is jiggling? The water jiggling means here the particles inside the water is getting velocity. But in physics terminology, we say it, the water have a kinetic energy. So if you wanted to study the concepts of kinetic energy of the liquid or gas, you are going to study the kinetic theory of the gases. And some people are wanted to study about, I don't want to study all this stuff, I wanted to study current. Okay, if you wanted to study current, so you are going to study about electricity. And some people are, if you get more interest, if you wanted to study the fundamental particles like atoms. So in atoms is made up of electrons or protons or the neutrons. So if you wanted to study the properties of electron, you are going to study about the electric field. And also if you wanted to study the properties of electron as well as the motion of the electron, so you are going to study the magnetic field. So did you see that all these are the chapters, all these are the parts of physics. Here we are going to give not only physics, we are going to the concepts of physics, means how we have to understand these all parts. But some people are definitely they will shock, sir, you skip one chapter. Yes, I already skipped one chapter. What is that? That is a light. Yes, when the light which falls on object, so that the study of light falls on object is going to be optics. So here I am going to explain the topic or the chapter in physics which is optics. Okay, before moving to the more definition about the optics, I am going to give small introduction about what is a light and what is object. some people say that what is if I ask you light అంటే ఏంటి, కొంతమంది ఏం చెప్తారంటే సార్ సన్ నుంచి మనకు లైట్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సన్ నుంచి లైట్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది? సన్ లో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యూజన్ రియాక్షన్ హైడ్రోజన్ హీలియం ఆటమ్స్ దే ఆర్ మెర్జ్ టుగెదర్. దానివల్ల ఏంటంటే మనకి సన్ బర్న్ అవుతుంది. సో దానివల్ల మనకి ఎనర్జీ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో సమ్ పీపుల్ సే దట్ సార్ ఆ లైట్ ఈజ్ ఎనర్జీ. ఎస్, ఆ లైట్ ఈజ్ ఎనర్జీ. But some people are sir no, we are getting a heat in summer time, so I can say it light is a heat. Yes, you can say light is a heat. And some people said, oh no sir, I saw the picture of the light in some textbooks. Textbook lo nenu light ni itla waves la chusanu, light ni wave kuda anochu kada. Of course, light ni wave kuda anochu. If light has the wave, it definitely has the frequency, right? So these all concepts regarding to light. So what is object? So the object. So actually, for basic understanding, I said this is object. But in physics terminology, we are going to say it a matter. So matter is divided into 3 types. What is that? Solids, liquids, and gases. Why you have to divide the matter into 3 parts? Because ఒక మేటర్ లో ఒక ఆటమ్స్ అనేది ఒకదానికి ఒకటి ఎలా అతుక్కొని ఉన్నాయి, ఒకదానికి ఒకటి ఎట్లా బౌండ్ అయి ఉన్నాయి అనే బేసిస్ మీద మన మేటర్ ని 3 రకాలుగా విభజించడం జరిగింది. వన్ ఈజ్ సాలిడ్. ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ సాలిడ్ లైక్ యూ టేక్ బుక్, యూ టేక్ రాక్, వాట్ ఎవర్ థింగ్. సో ఇన్ దట్ book or rock, in the solid material, the atoms are bound together, very bound to strong. So it is very difficult to break. It's very difficult to break. So very strong together. So that's why అందుకే మనం ఒక రాయిని పగలగొట్టాలంటే చాలా ఎనర్జీ యూజ్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. So that is called solid. But when you come to the liquid, so did you see that the particles are having some gap between those atoms? మన సాలిడ్ తో పోల్చుకుంటే ఆ లిక్విడ్ కి మధ్యన 2 particles మధ్య గ్యాప్ ఉంటుంది. They are not bound together. So we can because of some effort, we are going to divide the particles. Like liquids. If you take water can flow, but rock cannot flow. So similarly, gas. You see that atoms. ఇక్కడ atoms సరే ఎట్లా ఉన్నాయి? ఇక్కడ atoms liquid లో atoms, solid లో atoms కంపేర్ చేసుకుంటే మనకి గ్యాస్ లో ఉన్న atoms చాలా డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉన్నాయి. సో దాని వల్ల we are going to divide a matter into gas. సరే, ఓకే, ఇదంతా ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు what? So light which falls on object. I said it here, falls. When light falls on matter, the study is optics. I never said interaction. Because if you said light interact with object or matter, so that is going to be solid state physics. So that's why if you wanted to study about the optics, you have to say light falls on object. You never said light interact with object. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, so now I am moving to next part, that is a light falls on solid. So okay, solid or liquid or gas, whatever it called matter. So we are going to discuss that light falls on solids. So for your understanding, మీకు అర్థం అవటం కోసం, this is not textbook definition, మీ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ కోసం, for your conceptual understanding, I divided the solids into 2 parts. So one is the transparent material and another one is the non-transparent material. Sir, what is the transparent material and non-transparent material? The transparent material, if you take any object like this, if I fall a light like this, so this object which allows the light inside it, did you see? Light allows through it. So when I take another object here, if I take an object like this, if I incident a light, so this object it not allow light. So the light will reflect. The light will reflect. So what are the examples? Here I can say the glass, right? Glass. Here I can say that whatever a book or wood. So these are the transparent material, transparent material. So for example, I am taking here a glass, okay, and here I am taking some of objects, say a spoon or ball or table, whatever you can take. So what is the difference between, sir, how the light is reacted? So I will talk about this topic. First I want to talk about the non-transparent material. For example, just imagine you are sitting in your room. Just close all your doors and windows in your room. What will happen? Just you saw the dark. You never see light, you never see any objects. Why? Because the light is not allowed into your room. Okay, then do one thing. Just open the window and put the book somewhere. So what you see? The light falls through the window on the book. Then you see the book. So what will happen here? The light is coming from the sun, which falls on the object. When the light falls on the object, the light will reflect. What I use the term? Reflect. The light will reflect from the object and it will reaches to your retina, which is in your eye. Then you see the book like this. Like this. So the light from the sun, it will falls on the tree, and so the light rays are reflect from the object, and then you see the tree. This is the basic fundamental, and this like this you are watching the objects. So what will happen here? So this is the non-transparent. This is the transparent material. So when you incident the light through the transparent material, it will behave like this. When they incident the light inside into the prism, it will behave like this. Did you see that? Actually, this is we are already manandariki telisinde. This is the refraction. I will explain in later. This is the refraction. ఇక్కడ చూసారా? When you see that pencil ఇక్కడ వరకు మనకు సగం ఉంది, తర్వాత ఇరిగిపోయినట్టు కనిపిస్తుంది, because of its illusion, because of the refraction. It's the properties of the light. So because of all this, so we are going to discuss in the next class all this topic. So you learn how the transparent material you can see because of the light falls on that, because of the reflection, right? Because of reflection, we are able to see the objects. Because of the refraction, so the object bend, because this is the illusion, right? And next, now I'm going to talking about the properties of the light. You already know, you are already familiar with the two properties. One is the reflection, and the second one is the refraction. There is another property also there. So before I going to move to the basic properties, I wanted to introduce some of scientists. Actually, what is the light? So many people said that light is a particle or light is a wave, it travels in straight line. Yes, everything is correct. In 1600th century, who is this is Newton. He done a lot of experiments in calculus or motions of equations, everything. He also done the experiments on light. He is the first scientist. He found that light is behave like a ray, and it travels through straight line only. And how he said that a light is behave like a straight line and it behave like a ray. He found that light is the combination of particles like this. If you see this, if you combine all these particles, this is going to be like a ray. So Newton said that light is the combination of particles so that is called ray. So and he called these particles are corpuscular particles. Corpuscular particles. So he found the theory. That theory is called corpuscular theory. Okay, sir. Newton said that light is a particle. Okay. Then this is the fact. So based on this, so here we got the one is the reflection property, and is the refraction property, and the third property, light is a ray, right? Light is a ray, and fourth one is it travel in straight line. It travel in straight line. Okay, then in 1678, another scientist, his name is Huygens. He found an experiment that light is not a particle, it is a wave. Did you see that? This is the Huygens experiment. This is going to be you learn in the higher standard classes, not here. Because of this experiment, he found that light is behave like a wave, not a particle. Newton said that light is a particle, right? Newton said light is a particle. Because of combination of particle, it behaves like a ray. But what Huygens said, light is not a particle, it is a wave. So because of the wave nature, he found that the light behaves like a reflection also. Light has the properties of refraction also. And he found a very stunning property, that is diffraction. This is very important property, diffraction. Because of the diffraction, we can prove that light is a wave. And the most important topic, actually this is not in your subject, but I am going to tell you how to know this information, because now light is not a particle. So you feel that light is a wave. But in 1905, the great famous scientist, he is the father of the modern physics, name is Albert Einstein, and he found that one experiment, he approved one experiment. That experiment name is photoelectric effect. What is the photoelectric effect? Because of this experiment, this scientist proved that light is particles. Did you see? You surprised? Newton said that light is a particle, and Huygens proved that light is not particle; it is behave like a wave. But Einstein, he came and he said that light is particles. Then finally, here the stunning result: light is behave like both particle as well as wave. That's why you have to say light. You can see sometimes light is like a ray. You see sometimes light is like a wave. It depends on your experiment. Light behaves like a particle and wave. You never said that light is behave like only particle. You never said it. You never said it light is a only wave. You never said it. Light is a particle and wave. You have to learn it. So this is the intro part, and next what I am going to teach in the next class, that is the first one is I am going to teach lenses. What are the lenses? What are the types of lenses? We are going to discuss about. And next we are going to discuss about the laws of the refraction, laws of the reflection, వీటి యొక్క లాస్ నేర్చుకుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ వచ్చేసరికి So I am going to give some of mediums. What is medium? What type of mediums we are going to experience in daily life? And the fourth one is refractive index. Why refractive index is most important in medium? And the next one is how light behaves when it falls on lenses. Okay, I'm going to explain the lenses. What is lenses? After that I am going to explain the refraction and reflection and everything. So if you know these two parts, you are going to learn all these mediums and refractive indexes and how the light behaved on the and lenses. And next, the last thing we are going to learn in the next class, that is how the light behaves from different mediums. Different medium లో లైట్ ఎట్లా బిహేవ్ చేస్తుంది, వాట్ ఆర్ ద ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ లైట్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ మీడియమ్స్. లైక్ if you see that light can travel through air and light can travel through water also. ఎయిర్ లో వెళ్ళే గాలిలో వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు లైట్ ఎలా బిహేవ్ చేస్తుంది, వాటర్ వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు హౌ లైట్ బిహేవ్స్. వీ హ్యావ్ టు లర్న్ ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్, ఆల్ దిస్ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాసెస్. Thank you for everyone watching this lecture, and thank you. And if you like the class, and please like and share and subscribe. Don't forget to share this information to your friends and everyone. Thank you.